Extra Point.
Thanks for tuning into the Extra Point. I'm Hannah Sells.
And I'm Christy Bollinger.
Christy, who runs the world?
Why, girls, of course.
That's right, it's our show tonight, so let's not waste any time and get right to it. At least 4 members of WKU's football team are under investigation for allegedly assaulting 2 people in a fraternity house at the beginning of the week. According to WBKO, Sunday, a group of men showed up to the Pi Kappa Alpha house in a supposed planned attack. Police found social media evidence of a warning sent to the Pikes by one of the football players. WKU Athletics is aware of the accusations and have released this quote. "We are aware of the allegations involving a few members of our football team. We are cooperating fully with the authorities. However, at this time, we have not received a police report and cannot provide further comment." End quote. The names of the players involved have not been released and no arrests in the case have been made.
Western Kentucky women's basketball clinched their #1 seed in Conference USA with a win against North Texas. The Lady Toppers earned a share of the CUSA championship with a 75-55 win at North Texas last week. By winning the share, WKU finished atop CUSA in 2 of the 3 seasons since being in the league. CUSA Player of the Year candidate Kendall Noble had a near triple-double in the game. She finished the night off with 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. The Mean Green didn't stand a chance against the Lady Toppers. The 2 teams will face off again today. The Lady Toppers claimed their 2nd outright Conference USA regular season championship this past Saturday. WKU got the dub against Rice University with a score of 80-75. Lady Toppers overcame an early 8-point deficit with the help of Kendall Noble. Noble finished the day with 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Also helping obtain the win, sophomore Sydney Bob set career highs with 17 points. The ladies opened up their CUSA tournament against North Texas earlier today. 3 Lady Toppers earned all-conference honors this past Sunday, making CUSA history. Kendall Noble and Ivy Brown landed on the all-conference first team, and Tasia Brown on the 2nd team. This is Noble and Brown's 2nd consecutive season earning honors. With landing a pair of players on the All-CUSA first team, WKU is the first team in the history of Conference USA to have multiple first-team selections 3 years in a row. Coach Clark Hurd was proud of her ladies for their honors and a great season.
Just to finish out on the road, winning it says a lot. It says a lot about this group. We have grown so much in the past month and a half, and I'm just so proud of them and just wanted them to be able to capture that moment and be able to understand how tough it really is.
The WKU women's basketball team tipped off the Conference USA tournament with a blowout 78-51 win against North Texas today. North Texas ended their regular season with a record of 12-10. The Tops out-rebounded North Texas by 16 and were able to force them into 15 turnovers. Tasia Brown led the Tops with 24 points, while Kendall Noble had 19 and 10 rebounds. Western advances this Friday at Legacy Arena in the semifinals.
Well, I don't know about cruising, but we figured it out. Just really proud of our group, and it's awesome when you have a chance to rest and watch. But then it's also it could be a hard game, and I'm really proud of them that we picked it up and we started to kind of get our flow in that second half, because I think we were a little tight in the beginning, but that's normal and it's natural. And the greatest thing about this team is I feel like that we've been in situations where they understand and know how to win on the road, and so I was really proud of them, and we just picked it up and went back to the things that we were doing.
Now the Lady Tops moved forward to the Conference USA semifinals tomorrow and will face the #4 seed Louisiana Tech. WKU topped the Lady Texters in Diddle by 9 points back in early February, and that was the lone time the 2 teams met throughout the season. Law Tech secured their spot against the Lady Tops in the semifinals by knocking off the 5th seed Charlotte 65-55. Following WKU's victory today, now it's on to the next game for the Lady Tops, and Michelle Clark Hurd says her team will be ready.
Yeah, I guess just for you, how special is it to win today?
You guys looking forward to prepare for either of those teams tomorrow?
I think we're going to go out and we're going to scout, and the greatest thing about playing the early game is you're playing tomorrow. So whatever happens and whichever team ends up winning, we'll be prepared for them, and our group will be ready.
Slam dunks, 3-pointers, rebounds, oh my. WKU men's basketball had a strong start last Thursday night over North Texas. During the game, a little Hilltopper magic happened. Pancake Thomas made 4 3-pointers and scored a total of 23 points. Justin Johnson had 12 points and 10 rebounds, clutching that double-double, and Anton Waters added a career-high 15 points. WKU led 54-41 with 16 to play, but the Mean Green showed a lot of heart and fought for the ball during the last few minutes of the game and caught up 58-53. But North Texas ended up falling short, and WKU took the dub 74-63. WKU took to the Diddle hardwood for the last time this season this past Saturday. Rice showed up in the first half to take WKU down, but not on the Tops senior night. Later on in that half, the Tops took the lead, and the Owls started to trail behind up until the end of the second half. Rice then decided to make things interesting and tied the game with 1:45 to play, but just 28 seconds later, Justin Johnson broke that tie, and the Owls were finished as they missed their last 6 shots. WKU ended Rice's 3-game winning streak and secured a 79-72 victory. The Hilltoppers headed into the Conference USA tournament as a number 8 seed. A junior forward for WKU men's basketball team was named to the 2016-17 All-Conference USA second team earlier this week. You guessed it, it's Justin Johnson. This just adds to the many accomplishments Johnson has brought to the hardwood this season. The 6'7" forward leads WKU in both scoring and rebounding, and he leads Conference USA in both double-doubles and rebounding. Johnson has definitely proved that he's on the team. WKU men's basketball fell to UTSA last night and has been eliminated from the Conference USA Championship. Extra Point reporters Marcus and Matthew have more on the Hilltoppers' tough loss.
Welcome inside Legacy Arena here in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm Marcus Browning here alongside Matthew Stewart for the Conference USA Tournament. And Matthew, day number 1, Hilltoppers came in, and day number 1, they exit.
Conference USA tournament came as quickly as it left for the WKU men's Hilltopper basketball team this year. They started off slow, they ended slow. They only scored 20 points in the first half, so it's going to be tough to do anything when you can't get anything going in that first stanza.
Shots weren't falling, and Coach said all season that playing 40 minutes has been a problem, and apparently, same problem tonight.
You know, we got behind a little bit early, 3 or 4, whatever. I just felt like that, you know, we didn't have that same rhythm we've been playing with. I thought everybody was trying to make their own play too quick, trying to get it back.
That's right. It turns out the only Hilltopper that was able to get anything going tonight was junior forward Justin Johnson. He finished with 15 points. He grabbed 16 boards. So he got another double-double on the year, but it wasn't enough to take down UTSA today here in Birmingham.
It was a rough season through and through, and a rough ending in the first round of the Conference USA Tournament here in Birmingham, Alabama. Hilltoppers fell to UTSA 56-52. From Legacy Arena, I'm Marcus Browning. He's Matthew Stewart. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, guys. And after the game, the Extra Point caught up with Todd Stewart to get his input on the season.
Sometimes a team's record is indicative of the progress a program has made, and I think sometimes it's not. And I don't think in any way, shape, or form 15 wins indicates the progress that our program has made under Rick. I mean, obviously at Western Kentucky, we're not about 15-17. We're not about 15 wins. But I think what you have to do is you have to look at the big picture.
And to continue our coverage of the Conference USA Tournament, Extra Point reporters Marcus Browning and Matthew Stewart are in Birmingham, Alabama to give us the update.
Guys, it's all you.
Thank you all. We're here in Birmingham, Alabama at the Redmont Hotel, Conference USA Media headquarters. And Matthew, yesterday we witnessed a WKU basketball team that didn't go so smooth.
You're absolutely right. It was actually ugly to watch when you think about it. In the first half, it was 23-20 in favor of UTSA. And when you're a Western Kentucky basketball team and you only score 20 points in the half, it doesn't look too good. The only guy out there that really looked like he knew what he was doing was junior forward Justin Johnson. He finished with 15 points. He also grabbed 16 boards, but it wasn't enough to get the Tops to that win. They actually fell yesterday to UTSA with a final score of 56-52.
And Matt, one of the things that Rick Stansbury has said all season is that they had a really hard time putting together a full 40-minute ball game. But today we witnessed a WKU team that did put together a full 40-minute ball game, and that was the Lady Tops.
You're right. That's the Lady Tops. Michelle Clark-Hurd had her team fully prepared to go against North Texas today, and they were willed to that victory. by a girl who scored 24 points today, in Tasia Brown. Kendall Noble also did her work. She finished with another double-double on the season, 19 points, 10 boards. But the true unsung hero of this game was sophomore guard Whitney Creech. She scored 10 points, but what you didn't see on that stat sheet was defensive stops. She had 2 back-to-back stops in the second quarter when the game was tight. Then she hit a 3 in the corner to get the Tops to lead.
The Lady Tops play tomorrow at 4:30 against the Louisiana Tech Lady Texters. You can catch that game on the American Sports Network. But unfortunately, that's all the time we have from Birmingham. I'm Marcus Browning. He's Matthew Stewart. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, guys. A special WKU baseball player won the game against Belmont with a pinch hit, walk-off double straight to the center field wall. We here at the Extra Point prefer to call him a hero. This week's hero on the hill, to be exact. This player missed last season due to injuries suffered when he was hit by a car in his hometown of Winder, Georgia. His comeback story is quite impressive, and we'll show you just how impressive this player is later on in the show. If you haven't guessed who we were talking about by now, then I guess we'll just have to tell you. He was none other than your junior infielder, Grayson Ivy. So congratulations, Grayson. You are our hero on the hill. The Region 4 High School Basketball Tournament just finished up. We'll break it down for you a little later on.
And WKU had a slate of non-conference games this past week. We will bring you all the action and more next.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
It's fine that other people like you. It's more important that you like yourself. And I'm comfortable with every part of me. Meals on Wheels coming to my door as someone who's housebound assures me that I'm not forgotten. They care that I'm okay. My name is Asha Ida Bell. America, let's do lunch.
Drop off a hot meal and say hello. Volunteer by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
WKU baseball had their second straight shutout loss this past weekend. Western Kentucky lost 3-0 against Ohio on Sunday. This was their final outing of a 3-game series. Falling 2 games to 1, the series started out on a high note for the Hilltoppers when they beat Ohio 5-4. Unfortunately, it didn't stay that way. The Topper offense didn't have the same success as Game 1, ending in a 3-0 loss. With the third game having the same results, the Hilltoppers shut out for a second straight game.
I thought we pitched extremely well yesterday. We pitched well Friday. This weekend, I thought we threw the ball well. We just, the guys made pitches when they needed to and stepped up and executed pitches in big situations. Fortunately, we just weren't able to get anything going. Give them credit. They pitched extremely well also and found a way to win the series.
I tried my best to prepare for it.
Able to get the victory against Belmont University Tuesday afternoon. With the game-winning run on third base in the bottom of the ninth, Grayson Ivy led the team to a win with his first successful pinch hit. The hit took Marshall Smith straight to home, getting the team a 3-2 victory. This was WKU's second time this season facing the Belmont Bruins. Last game, WKU traveled down to Nashville and fell by a score of